All right. We're streaming. We're online. Yes, we are. Okay, I'm gonna test my voice versus the audio output right now. Testing. The audio output right now. Testing. Wait, I don't know. I guess chat will tell me. Or I could just check via my phone. Just 1 second. Manage the stream. Hello there. Testing. Okay, cool. Everything works. So let's see. Let's just close the audio there. Have the stream manager open. The chat can stay active there. Okay, we have a message. We have live chats. All right, cool. So stream status is fine. So what are we doing today? Yesterday we left off with making the singleton for the window class. Yes. Now today is gonna be kind of similar, but we're gonna take it a step further. We'll be also adding the window and the render singletons to the Lua global state, and then I guess we can get started on like an image component as well, which we then can also add to the Lua global state, and then we'll be able to go and make Pong, right? Actually, for Pong we don't even need the image component. We will see. Let's first things first. Let's get this thingy done with the renderer. So create render, right? Let's just open this up. We have here file, new file, should be render.cpp. And yeah, the same for here, file, new file, renderer, please, renderer.each, and that one goes right there. And here, let's just create a header guard just quickly, and then the namespace is important, Spark, and then we have a class, render. Okay, it did lots of stuff for us, which wasn't really necessary, but okay. In here we include singleton, so we can make the render a singleton, right? Final public singleton, and we give it a type, which is going to be the renderer. I don't like having private data on top. Go down, and then in here our constructor is going to be private because we are not allowing anyone to make a renderer except for the singleton. Friend singleton of the render type. This. What's next? Yes, we had our render function. We also need to have the struct. That's the deleter. Struct. What do we call it? Window. SDL window deleter. And in here we can do struct SDL renderer deleter. That, and then we go back in. See, what was it? Void operator. That, I think. And then in here we had the SDL. Oh yeah, we need to include SDL in here. Include SDL. I think it was like this. SDLH. Might be, might not be. Let's see. Yeah, no, we're right. Awesome. We go back in here. We have renderer. Yes, it is going to be a pointer though. Renderer. I think I put them in the wrong brackets. Be there. Yes. And then in here it was, we check if renderer, right? Let's check if not. And then in here we can call a return. And then in here it's going to be SDL destroy renderer with render as the parameter, I think. If window. Okay, I guess we did differently there. It's all right. No return. That's also fine. But right. So, okay. Our destructor can be default. We are going to have that there. Make another private field. Pum pum pum. What do we say? We are going to have a that's unique pointer of type SDL render. Yeah, which we call SDL render, right? It is going to complain because we don't have the memory included. Include memory. Okay. Let's see. What do we have in main? So we have the create renderer, which takes in a window. That's yeah, that's the thing. That's not Well, in this case, it's not going to be that big of an issue because our window is also a singleton. So all we'll have is we'll probably have like a call to the singleton instance inside of the constructor of the renderer. Should not be that big of an issue, I think. All right, so create render can go. If we go into the renderer, right? And here, if I say this, but create, no, it won't. Oh well. Include renderer if it wants to find it, at least. No, that's weird. Include renderer.h. Okay. It's gonna be okay. It's the formatter that's acting a bit wonky, it seems. Can we skip? And then ask it something again? No. Something is slowing it down. But I'm not sure what. Oh well. I think we can do without, right? So namespace spark. This, and then it was going to be renderer, right? And for constructor, it's going to be this, that, like this, and nothing for the destructor currently because we don't have anything. Oh yeah, this has to be changed into also accepting SDL render liter. Yes, exactly. Okay, so if we have that, we can go back into here. Cool. So our actual renderer is going to be of type. How do we do it with window.cpp? Yes, it's a unique pointer, and then we pass SDL create window there. So for us, that's going to be a unique pointer of type SDL renderer with custom deleter, right? Yes. And then what do we give it? We give it SDL create renderer, right? Now this requests a window. The window we're rendering is displayed. Yes. Can this be null? No, right? Okay, so then it's going to be window, and then, well, it doesn't know what the window is yet, so include window.h, right? And then in here, it's get instance dot get SDL window. Now this is going to work, right? No issues there. This can be a null pointer, I think. Specify null and SDL will attempt to choose the best one. How did we do it in main? If I Control Z, name was null PTR. All right. Let's go back. For now, null PTR. I could store a string, right? But the issue with storing the string is it's going to give it an empty string and not a null pointer. So not really the best option to do, but okay. So now, let's define what types of functions we want, right? SDL render, is it like a cheat sheet for this? Here's a quick reference. Init properties log video. Is it like events, keyboard, touch, gamepad, joystick, haptic, audio, timer, render? Yes. Ooh, okay. Quite a big one. Okay. What do we take from this? What we could do is, let me just copy this, right? We do this, a text file. I can paste this in, right? Here. We have all of the render functions. Well, maybe not all of them. Not sure about that, but let me save this now. Not any. The txt file. Come on. Txt, and then just inside of Spark, because why not? Here. So that's saved, which is nice. See. Team-wise, everything is still going good, I think. Probably. Cool. So let's take a look into what we have here, right? We have quite a lot of functions that have to do with rendering, but it's like we don't need all of them, right? Render drivers, create renderer, create this, get render window. That might be interesting. Get the renderer name could also be nice. The properties maybe, but currently it's not really that interesting. Then there are the create textures, right? I'm not sure if you want that like, public API. Let's see. Get renderer from texture. Sure. Render viewports. Here, I think these are the subset of functions that we kind of want. Yeah, all of these. So if we take a look at these, right, it's render clear, that's gonna clear the screen. Render point, it's just a dot, points, multiple dots, lines, rects, fill rects, multiple textures, and then rotated, fine transformed, tiled, 9 grid tiles. And then there is geometry, where you give it vertices. Right, okay. And then we'll also need like a SDL render present, right? That'll be interesting. And then, yeah, I think that's gonna be all. So how are we going to create this API? We could just copy over all of the functions, right? And then just directly like, keep it like almost a one-to-one match with how SDL does it. There's no shame in that, right? I'm just thinking because this is a C API, right? SDL written in C. Maybe there are some like overload stuff that we can do to make the API a bit easier to use, maybe. I'm not sure. But there's also the added advantage of using a very similar API, which would mean that the user kinda knows which SDL functions are being called under the hood, right? Because the naming and yeah, the naming is gonna be very similar to what SDL uses. So yeah. Taking a sip of my tea. And all right, so let's see. We've been streaming for 23 minutes. Cool. What we are doing now is let's define our API. I'm gonna go in here, do this, I'm gonna close that. Awesome. Can we, let's see, set render scale. Oh, that's interesting. So we kind of want this, right? Draw colors. Render color scale. What does that do? SDL render color scale. Interesting. Okay, the color scale is an additional scale multiplied into the pixel color value while rendering. Oh, okay, this is totally not what we want. So, I'll just move that up. Not what we want. Blend modes, no. All of those can also go up. Don't really care about those. No. Render scale, set, get render scale, sure. Draw colors, yes. This can just go up. Render clear, render points, lines, rects, fill rects, yes. Okay, render texture, rotated, affine tiled, 9 grid tiled. Those functions are probably going to be left empty currently. They're not really that important for us. Geometry raw. I'm not sure what's the difference between those, but we'll look that up. And then render texture address mode. Texture address mode, yeah, sure. Yeah, I think everything that's below this can just put aside, because not exactly what we want, right? Wait, did I think I lost? Yes, okay. Awesome, just like this. So the functions we want are these. Let's see. Cool. So let's just group these in. Like this. So render scale is gonna be cool. Actually, why not just copy these over? Because most of them are going to use the same things, right? You can just do this. It's gonna copy over the comments as well, which is kind of a bummer, but all right. Let's select this. Those SDLs can go for now. Actually, no. Yeah. Let's first take all of this, right? SDL renderers, those can go. Please. Okay, that's all gone. Now we all have floating commas. Floating commas, that's not nice. Can I think I can do this, right? Like that, select all of those. Go twice to the right and then delete all of them. Yes. Cool, fixed everything in one go. But then we have the issue of these SDL underscores. So I think, how can we, well, I can just like square select, I think, right? If I hold Alt, no? Was it Control? Also no. How do you box select in VS Code? With Shift Alt. Yes, awesome. And it's all gone. Man, I love shortcuts. Yeah, so we have a lot of render. I really dislike the word render instead of like the name inside of this class, because it's already renderer, right? So it's gonna be renderer.render clear. So I think we should sanitize that as well. I think we can say here render, but that's it's gonna be on an individual function basis, right? Because set render scale does make sense. I think we can close this. Don't save. Yeah, okay, sure. For these, I can understand. Wait. Do that. Also, we have a lot of stuff in here, which I think we can also just delete with box select. Shift Alt, no. Shift Alt, yes. Go a bit there. Here, okay. And then we'll have to sanitize all of that white space. That's what you get for copying stuff over. Good. All right. Cool. The render here, for example, that render draw color. That render is unnecessary. Draw color, right? That's draw color here, and then get the draw color your clear enough, and then render points. That seems fine because it's like a verb, right? You make it render a point or multiple points. No real need to like remove that, because you could argue maybe draw is a better verb to use, but that's bike shedding, unnecessary discussions. Render geometry, render. Yeah, okay, it seems fine. So, set render scale. Let's do this. Is it going to create function? It's struggling. Ah, that is not nice. Can I go back, please? No, still trying to create a function. Sure. Can I do this? No, I cannot. That's just bad. Oh, that works. Okay. Create a definition. Yes. So, can I do multiple at once? I would love to just be able to select all of them and then say something like create definition, right? Is there something like that? Nope, there isn't. Oh well. Whoa, what's happening? I changed keyboard layouts. Of course I did. Create definition, yes. Set render scale, get render scale, cool. Alt O, like this. Should actually be a better way to do this. It seems like there isn't. And each time I try to use the better command, it gets stuck. Sadly. What was it? Let's... Come on, VS Code. I see we have a viewer on YouTube. Welcome. So. Okay, and then we can go back. let's see. Okay, finally we got all of those functions done. Except for the clear function, but that's gonna be easy enough. Right here, bool render clear, and then just like that. So all we actually have to do now is just set render scale, right? And then we give it scale x and y. Scale x, scale y. Also the current renderer, true. SDL render dot get. Yeah, so this way it returns if it can do it or not, but right. Oh well. Like this, right? Get render scale. Gets pointers, sure. And then SDL, what is it? That's render draw color, right? RGBA. Yes. Then it is going to be that render draw color floats. Same thing. RGBA, but then this time floats. SDL get render draw color. We have the renderer in there. Oh, but these fill in those values, right? So I think we have to pass them by reference. RGBNA. I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because these are pointers. We get those pointers. Whatever is inside of those values. It changed and then. Yeah. Okay. We don't have to. SDL gets render draw color floats. Again. SDL render it gets, and then again RGBA. Oh well. RGBA Thank you. Just like that. And SDL render clear with again or render render points. Yeah, it's gonna be points. This takes in wait, that. Points and then counts. Man, these functions are taking quite a bit. But it's all worth it. The thing with these functions is we'll probably have our custom like image class or object that's gonna handle like, its own resources. So it might not be the best idea to create these functions yet. So I think I'm gonna keep these like this. Right. But even then I am just going to, let's see, render geometry. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna only comment out these ones. And we'll also add the geometry functions. But these also require textures. Okay, never mind. We'll also comment this out. Like that. Cool. Just quickly, let's add some white space in between these functions. Yes. Okay. Now if we go back to the header, everything's still there. Sure. And now we can now go into, I think, main. Could SDL render here. These can be commented out for a second. Render is not like that. It's going to be Spark render get the instance. Doesn't know where the render is. Include render queue. Quit SDL will not require the renderer. Yeah, just SDL quit is more than enough. Also not required anymore. This is a reference type. Quit SDL, you don't require that. This also. Actually, this should go into. Yeah, this should be. Where should that be? It should be in here. Yeah, I think of it. The thing is, the constructor shouldn't fail. Right, I'm not sure how to handle this, but it's okay for now. Back to main. Okay, so init asks us for a renderer. Doesn't really require it anymore, right? Because what does init do? Init, if we go into init, it wants those two things. Sure, it's all good. We don't really have to pass it in anymore. These are singletons. let's think about this. But yeah, the thing is, they are singleton, yes, but modifying this here would require me to actually have like the header in there as well, which it's not really that important. So like that, the Windows stuff is in the editor UI. Yeah, let's add a function to the renderer, which the renderer which gets SDL renderer const, and then create the definition. This gives us the MSDL renderer.get. Thank you. Get SDL renderer. Okay. So, what complaints render wants the renderer? Well, it doesn't want the renderer anymore. Quit SDL also doesn't. If you go in here, what we can give it is Spark renderer like this. We're going to need dot get SDL renderer. Yes, same thing. Yeah, this is a function, right? So renderer dot that draw color is this. And then renderer dot clear. And the scene manager can render. And normally we should have also renderer dot present, which I don't think we have. Render clear, no. Render present. Anything in here? Render debug. Render safe area. Present. Here. It's a bool. Cool. So bool present and then we have close that, not the settings. SDL that represents, and that is current renderer, SDL renderer dot get. Awesome. Yeah, okay. Close this. Go back to main. And then here it's going to be render dots present. Okay, so I think now we give the renderer in there. If we do this, and then delete that, I think everything should still be nice and working. Lots of warnings. And we have errors. Uh-oh. Okay, get SDL render. Oh, wait, didn't we make that function? Yeah, okay, that's weird. Referred in function. In main, we call get SDL renderer, yes. What's the issue? Wait. That's the render pointer, yes. Okay, same here. And the render pointer. Interesting. It's kind of complaining about all of the functions used by the renderer. Why? Is there some sort of Okay, no, I am kind of perplexed at why this. Five unresolved externals. So it's saying that public struct renderer pointer get SDL renderer, sure, referenced in function main, unresolved external symbol. Let's try this building again. Maybe it's just something weird that's happening. Yeah, it seems like it was just something weird. And there you have it, folks. Everything still works. Okay. Cool. See. We've done that. Now, the question is, yeah, we have to add these, right, to the Lua instance. Where is Lua instance? Yes, there it is. Oh, this is so disgusting. Lots and lots of code. The user type, game objects, right? And this is all of like transform components, script components, or is there some other? Okay, let's probably add it here. Lua dot new user type. And then it's Spark window. Now, gonna have to ask this because I'm not sure how to do this at all. Okay. We have this window, right? Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. This is what it's spit out. Makes sense, probably. No? Let's see. So what did it do? It's binding to window. Yeah, sure. No constructor. Okay, that's type. Get title, get width, get height, get SDL window. I'm not sure if we want to give this to Lua, but we might need to. Set width, set height, set title, sure. And then a global function to get the instance. I think this should work. Not that I know, right? It's literally just AI. Let's open up some more music. I think we can just copy this, right? And then kind of do something like wait, kind of okay. Render, right? This renderer, no constructor, and then you're gonna have a lot of small functions. Let's open up this. Let's just delete this comment for now. It's not really important. Get title. Let's say that's render scale. This is going to be render. Let's render scale. Yeah, I am curious on how it is going to convert between floats and uints, 8s, and whatnot. Oh, because for points it wants SDL3 points. Let's just ask, right? Yeah, okay. So seems like we are going to need to add a couple of new types. Yes, that's the word. Here, let's do it right there. So vertex, f color, f point, f rect. Yeah, that's quite handy actually. Wow. And then for everything renderer related, delete this. we have this here. Any issues anywhere? Get renderer. Yeah. I really have to like refactor this function because this set of bindings is very disgusting to look at. Look at this. Scary. But do we have errors? I don't think we do. Oh? I guess we do. Holy. What's the very first error that we get? SDL window, an undefined class is not allowed as you. Okay, it doesn't know anything about SDL, that's why it's complaining, but it should know. Right? Yeah. Okay, this is a lot. Okay, it's crying because we have this, it seems like, and then the same goes for the renderer. I think it has the other renderer. There might be a couple more of those. Yeah. There it is. Render texture. What are you talking about? Okay, yeah, sure. Here, the texture rendering stuff, it's, yeah, these do not have actual functions, that's why. Makes sense. Also these two. These are also gonna, dang it. Syntax error. Why? Because of this comma? maybe. Come on. What's happening? Yes, it worked. Cool. So if I now run, everything should still be the same. Yes. But now, if I were to edit the script, right, then I add function in it. In that function, I say, what's the function called? Render full rect. I say, I should first do a, what's it called? Get underscore renderer, right? I can store that in a local. And then I can say render, what was it? Render so rect, right? Works. Render full rect. I'm not sure if I have to give it like a an frect. I think I do. Dang it. Local rects. Rects. Then let's see. At 450, then width height can be 300 by 50, right? And then local, well, not really local, we can say render set draw color to red, just 5, and then we say rects. All of this can be, no, dang it. With this, we save and reload. Does it work? No, it gave me an error. Because we tried to create an frect. Did I call the function incorrectly? What? One, two, three, four. Yes. Thing. It's complaining. For some reason. Why? Why are you complaining? That's weird. I have added frects. So is this an opaque type? Not really. So why does it not work? Am I doing something wrong? Correct, yes. Yeah, no, good work. I like. No. Attempt to call a table value global frect. It doesn't work. Okay, interesting. It's saying that because this struct here, SDL, doesn't really have a constructor, you need a different approach. This doesn't work, it says. Which, okay, I could understand. So what you do is you remove this, I guess, right? Which, okay. And then you have a factory function. So we have two functions that we add. Will this work? Not sure. I think we can. This does not want to fix itself. But cool. Let's see. We do F7. Okay, that worked. And then we edit the script again. We say function init. No, we say end. And in between, we have local renderer. We set that to get renderer. I think it was right. Get renderer, yes. And then we say local rect equals frect, which I think we did 450 50 with 300 and 150. Then we said renderer render color that draw color it was, sorry, let's draw color completely red now, and then render fill rect, and then you give it the rect, and I think no fill rect, no, sorry, it's render fill rect. I will render fill rect. Save and reload. Did it do anything? Question. Not saying that it's not giving me an error. Let's put it that way. Maybe let's put this in function render. It kind of makes more sense, right? Hello there. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. So if we just change this now to I don't know, blue. No. No. What's happening? We're having an issue. What's the issue? Give it a reload. No. Dang it. Okay. Because it's missing one of those zeros. It's kind of scary seeing all those error messages at once. But yeah, we're actually drawing to the screen now with a renderer, and think about this, right? How do we get mouse position? Get mouse state. Okay, a global SDL function. Let's see. Okay. Get mouse state. That's the function that we need. So, question is, I think we can just give this to Lua, right? Um, um, okay. Okay, so there's this one function, right, called SDL get mouse state, which gives you the position of the mouse inside of the currently highlighted window. I'm gonna add that to Lua, and then what we can do is we'll just keep drawing this square, like a square, at the current mouse position, right? And yeah, that's gonna be nice. Let's see. Hmm. What does this return? Ooh, interesting. So the here, we have some functions we can add. Yeah, okay, that's nice enough. So here again, this is all AI. Could have done my due diligence, looked a bit at how all of this worked a bit better, but I've done it before. It's not that complex. It's just a lot of typing work, right? But yeah, so what we have now, we have added these functions, right? The get mouse position, get mouse buttons, is mouse button down, is left mouse down, is right mouse down, middle mouse down. Yes, these are all functions that we can use to query the state of the mouse, right? And if we do this, then we can write a Lua script, see if it works at all. Okay. So this worked. Let's run this, right? Can be docked, right? Take this over the whole screen. Edit, also be the whole screen. Test components. It's very nice. Uh-oh. Do this for seconds. Put you over there. And edit the script. So we don't really need that. Let's rewrite this script. Put this over here. So let's get the renderer first, right? This is going to be get renderer. That function update. Let's say end. Let's see. We have a couple of functions, right? This for a second. We have get mouse position, right? So local mouse position equals get mouse position just like that. It's the mouse position, and then I'm thinking local x equals mouse x. Well, shouldn't be localized to that function, right? Local mouse x equals mouse x. Local mouse y equals mouse dot y. Then we can say mouse x. Same goes for mouse y. We initialize these to 0. What else? And then we have the render function. And then in the render function, what we want to do is let's define a rectangle. Local rect equals rect say, what do we say? How big should it be? 400. Oh, sorry, 0, 0. Then 400 by 400. And then up. What's next? What is next? We can say Well, first off, in updates, we say rect dot x equals mouse and rect dot y equals mouse y. Right, that's for sure. And then in here we just say renderer draw, was it, or render full rect, render full rect, and this is going to be just that rect, right? And yeah, so if I just do this and then there, right? Let's see if I now save and reload, what do I get? Get renderer didn't work. Uh-oh. Okay, please stop for a second. Come on, I want to be able to read what there is. Local renderer is get renderer. Local renderer, get renderer. Yeah, should be fine. No. Attempt to index a null value global mouse in update. Oh yes, I think I know why. Mouse position, right? Because mouse save and reload. Attempt to index a number value. What does get mouse position return though? Get mouse position. The pair. Okay. Is that what I have to do? No, okay, we just broke it. Yeah, that happens sometimes. But I want this to work at least. And then we'll end stream. So let's abort. That was a bit bad. Let's see. Oh, okay. Hope that works. Interesting. See. So game objects. Edit scripts. Yes, please. And put that there. This should really remove that. I'm gonna copy over line by line. So we get the renderer, yes. We have the update function. Add the end. We get mouse position, okay. We start off with white draw color, fine. Then let's add a local rect. Which was at 0, 0, and I think we said 400 by 400. And then what we have is kind of some ifs. Right, left mouse is down, then we have red. If anything else, and then we can say and again, and then if middle is down, we set it to green. And then in here, function render, we have our end, and then it's going to be render, what was it? Render fill rect, erect, right? So now I take this back here. If I say this, what happens? Seems like nothing happens. Oh yeah, because I think we, yeah, 1 second. Rect dot x equals mouse x, rect dot y equals mouse. Interesting. I'm not getting any errors, but nothing is showing up either. Let's see. What could be the issue? If I just said this is at 450, does this work? No, why not? Like, is it drawing somewhere and I can't see it? No. Seems like that's not the case. Hmm. What could be the issue? Um, mhm. I wonder. Let's print uh, mouse X and mouse Y. Okay, no, that seems to be working. 0, 0. Yeah, no, that seems okay. Is it because rects? Let's do this. Right. Um. Hmm. Maybe I have to take this in here. Right. And then the mouse X. Y. Something like this. These two can go because necessary. Even reload. Anything? Nope. That's actually very weird. Why does this not work now? You were able to draw something before, so what changed? Um, like an f rect is with no xy with height, right? Yeah. Very interesting. Let me just copy this. And if I do this, wait, that gives me, yeah, a lot of errors because, of course, we don't have some of those functions. Makes sense. But then, like, the render function does get called, right? I hope so. And render. Yeah, okay. That definitely gets called. So, save and reload that. I am quite stuck. Why does it not work? Be crazy and try this. Nope, not that. It has nothing to do with all of this, so this should be a working function, at least a working script, right? Because mouse positions are correct. Angle should be correct as well. Should be a render full rect. And it takes in this rect. Like, set draw color. Yeah, like, what if we do local rect to rect, and then it's like, I don't know, 450, 123, 4, like that, and then copy this, and then I say rect 2. Do we have a rect anywhere? No, we do not. That's actually very weird. What if I say it might be this? Not sure. There it is. Okay. Cool. So if I say this, all right, interesting. So honestly, I would assume that the renderer functions would also work in update. Why don't they work in update? Could it be because the update function is no, the update function isn't const, not at all. Oh, wait 1 second. Could it be something like this? Yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to investigate for sure. I have a feeling that it's because render is const. Is it though? Like, kind of don't think. No, render isn't const. That's actually so crazy. In the scene manager, right? Render, yes, okay. And what about the script component render? Script components, and then it has a render function. We go in there, right? I'm gonna close this for a second. Yeah, no, that's quite interesting. It's not like update wasn't being called. It was. Has update, has render, Lua update. Very weird behavior. But hey, it did work. Right, so if I just take this in here again, game object, the inspector panel can go up, and I say edit script. Let's do this. So what we can do is where is the Lua instance? Here. I'm gonna do something very cool, very lazy as well. Let's see what it's gonna spit out. I asked Gemini to write me a cool Lua script based on what it's seeing in this Lua instance thingy, right? This script creates a player game object that you can move with the left mouse button. Interesting. Create tail, create. Yeah. Not exactly. Let's give it some more context with script components, right? Let's see what it's going to spit out now. But hey, we have something at least, right? Getting the rendering and stuff to work. Okay, so we have a better script now, I think. Not sure, it's AI. Oh. Oh, hey, look at this. That's so funny. Okay. The thing is, there is no trail. I am not seeing a trail. No. Uh, okay, wait. But that's so fun. The fact that we can actually do this now is kind of crazy, no? We are literally creating like little, I guess, applets, gamelets, or something. What do you want to call it? Okay, so we have something updated now. Let me do this. Okay. Uh, hmm. See. Fail, transform, null, renderer, null, sure. Get renderer, okay. Ooh. Okay, so it's something. Hmm. Almost. Huh. Interesting. Let's. Music is over. Let's add some more music. Hmm. Let's try the immediate workaround for now. Hey, whoa, look at this. I, look, this is vibe coding, right? Like I'm actively just using AI to do stuff, especially in Lua because I'm not that like knowledgeable in Lua yet, despite using it in my engine. But holy, look at this. We're making a snake game. Don't worry about the test component. Like, let's wait. Let's fix our stuff. Where's Lua instance? TPP here. Math and then so table. Please. Let's do that. Right. And then what we'll have to do is I'm gonna go into main. And in main, I'm just going to remove test component from our game object. Really don't want a test component. So see. Holy, that's so nice. We go back up. We copy our script. And we're back. So let's see. If we go in here, right, we edit our script and remove everything, then save and reload. Look at this. This is our player, and we actually can like have a trail or whatever, right? So cool. And it follows our mouse. And I think what we can do is we could like play with the move speed, right? Look at this. Now it's way faster. Ooh. That's right. We can't. Dang it. Oh, but that's actually very nice. And then what's actually drawn? A decorative circle around the clear. Okay. Segments, radius. Ooh. Let's play with the radius. Let's save and reload. Look at that. Here is way bigger now. And then this. What if we make the life of a particle way longer? Ooh. Look at that. That's just cool, man. That's actually phew. And we're actually just at the start of like doing stuff for the engine. And like thinking about it, we can just actually make like a drawing program now, like some paint clone. Let me write Axiom. Let's go AX. Wow, okay. That's I think that's a good way to end this, right? We have made this. I don't know what to call this. It's an example, right? Line drawer, kinda. Trailblazer. Just give it a name. I don't care. But yeah, it is something. And I am happy. This is like the first, I think, besides the MGUI stuff, right? The first actually like visual feedback that doing all of this work is giving me. So I'm overwhelmed with emotion at the moment. And yeah, but this is just the beginning. Cool. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 15 now. Maybe even longer now. But yeah, I think this is a very good moment to say goodbye. And yeah, we can continue tomorrow, I think. Then, what's the plan for tomorrow? Tomorrow is, I think, the actual making of the game then, right? Making of Pong. Yeah, I think we could do that. We could make Pong, we could make something else. But yeah, no, I'm very content at the moment. I'm happy with what we did. I am going to have to clean up a lot of code though after getting like the MVP in. But I'm down for that. Why not? Cool. I wish you all a very good night and hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good evening.